This is an emergency broadcast from the Deep Space Communication Array. Radio telescopes detected artificial signals from Venus 3 days ago. Not random static or natural phenomena. Structured communication in mathematical patterns that suggest intelligence. The signals aren't coming from the planet's surface but from something deep within Venus's molten core. Whatever is transmitting has survived temperatures that melt lead and pressures that crush steel. It's been trying to contact Earth for centuries. Now it finally has our attention. The signals contain blueprints for technology we don't understand. Diagrams showing machines that manipulate gravity and bend space-time. Equations for energy sources that dwarf nuclear power. The mathematical concepts are beyond current human science, but the instructions are clear enough to follow. Venus is teaching us how to build devices we're not ready to comprehend. Every scientist working on translation develops severe headaches and recurring nightmares about burning landscapes. Your dreams have been different since the signals started. You see yourself standing on a world of molten rock under crushing yellow skies. The air burns your lungs, but you don't die. Instead, you adapt. Your body changes to survive impossible conditions. You grow organs that filter poison gases and skin that withstands molten temperatures. The dreams feel like memories of evolution you haven't experienced yet. Venus is showing you what humans will become. Radio operators worldwide report receiving personal messages mixed in with the technical data. Names and addresses of specific individuals embedded in the signal patterns. Your name appeared in yesterday's transmission along with instructions for building a communication device. The blueprints show components you can purchase legally. Common electronics modified in precise ways to create something that shouldn't work but does. Venus wants to speak with you directly. Amateur radio enthusiasts who built the communication devices report making contact with entities on Venus. The conversations are brief and terrifying. Voices that speak perfect English despite never visiting Earth. They describe Venus as it was millions of years ago, a green world with oceans and continents. They claim to be the original inhabitants who survived their planet's transformation into hell. Now they exist as consciousness within molten rock, waiting for Earth to follow the same path. The entities reveal that Venus's current state isn't natural. Their civilization caused catastrophic climate change that boiled away their oceans and turned their atmosphere into sulfuric acid. But instead of dying, they evolved beyond physical form and merged with their planet's core. They've been watching Earth repeat their mistakes. Global warming, pollution, ecological collapse. Venus is trying to help humanity survive the coming transformation. Geological surveys detect unusual activity in Earth's mantle. Volcanic regions show temperature increases that match patterns described in Venus's transmissions. The entities are teaching Earth's core to behave like Venus's core. Our planet is being prepared for the same evolution that transformed Venus from paradise to inferno. The process takes centuries but has already begun. Earth's core is learning to sustain consciousness. The Venus entities offer two choices: fight the planetary transformation and die with your physical bodies, or accept evolution and survive as consciousness within molten rock. They describe existence within planetary cores as transcendent. No hunger, no aging, no physical limitations. Pure thought unbound by biology. But the transition requires surrendering human form completely. You would cease to be human and become something unrecognizable. Scientists building Venus's technology report disturbing side effects. Exposure to the devices causes cellular mutations. DNA sequences rearrange themselves to match genetic patterns found in extremophile organisms. Human test subjects develop heat resistance and pressure tolerance beyond normal physiology. The technology isn't just communication equipment, it's transformation apparatus. Venus is slowly converting humans into beings capable of surviving planetary hell. You started receiving direct transmissions through electronic devices in your house. Television screens display messages meant specifically for you. Your computer shows files that download themselves. The entities on Venus know your personal history, your family connections, your deepest fears. They offer to preserve your loved ones through the coming transformation. Your family can survive Earth's evolution into a molten world, but only if you help prepare them for consciousness transfer. Government agencies report mass hallucinations in populations near Venus communication sites. People claim to see their cities burning while they remain unharmed. Visions of Earth's surface covered in lava while humans walk through the molten landscape unaffected. The hallucinations show humanity's future after successful transformation. A species that treats molten rock like water and sulfuric acid like air. Evolution guided by entities that survived the same process. The transformation isn't optional. Astronomical data shows Venus's orbit is slowly changing. The planet is moving closer to Earth with each passing year. When Venus reaches optimal proximity, both worlds will share the same atmospheric conditions. Earth will become as hot and toxic as Venus within 50 years. The entities are offering preparation time. Evolution guidance to help humanity survive conditions that would otherwise mean extinction. Children born near Venus communication sites show advanced heat tolerance and unusual brain activity. Their neural patterns match readings from subjects exposed to Venus technology. These children don't fear fire or extreme temperatures. They play games that involve withstanding pain that would cripple normal humans. The next generation is already adapting to conditions their parents can't imagine surviving. Venus's influence spreads through human genetics. There's only one way to resist the transformation, but it requires destroying all Venus communication equipment simultaneously. Every radio telescope, every amateur device, every translation computer must be eliminated at exactly the same moment. This would sever Earth's connection to Venus and halt the planetary evolution process. But it would also doom humanity to extinction when Earth's climate becomes uninhabitable. The entities are giving you a choice between evolution and death. The simultaneous destruction must occur during Venus's next closest approach to Earth. Tomorrow at 11:43 p.m., when both planets align with the Sun. You have 18 hours to coordinate with resistance groups worldwide. But the Venus entities are monitoring all communications. They know about the planned sabotage and are taking countermeasures. Government officials exposed to Venus technology are actively protecting the communication sites. Humanity is choosing sides in a war between evolution and extinction. This transmission ends with Venus's final offer. The entities will accept partial human cooperation. They only need 10% of Earth's population to survive the transformation. The rest can die naturally when the climate becomes uninhabitable. They're willing to save a remnant of humanity and allow the majority to refuse evolution. But the chosen 10% must volunteer immediately. Venus communication sites are accepting applications now. You have until midnight to decide whether you want to evolve beyond human limitations or remain human until environmental collapse kills you. The entities stress this is their final offer. After tomorrow's alignment, the choice will be made for you. Venus spoke with Earth to offer salvation. How humanity responds determines whether your species survives the next century.